Hello everyone, and welcome back to Sun Moss Clan, here in the Warrior Cats Clan Generator, where we are still catching our breath after the drama that we have had over the last couple episodes, especially because I am still coping with the fact that somehow or another, we've actually lost a tail! Speckle Flood, who is thinking about kits. Oh my gosh. Speckle Flood is actually tailless now, which is not something that we did. It is actually something that just happened when she aged up. Maybe it means she's supposed to be a minx, which, you know, is a cat that is missing its tail. However, I like to interpret that as the fact that last moon, dun dun dun, Speckle Paw, back when Speckle Flood was still Speckle Paw, ended up getting attacked by a rogue. And oh my goodness, have there ever been a lot of rogue cats around the clan? We'll be talking about that drama in just a second. But she did have an untreated wound, and it was a very small wound, but I like the idea that she lost her tail from those rogues. So we might have to do something about that in just a little bit. The fact she's thinking about kits definitely intrigues me, and we'll have to go ahead and kind of keep an eye on that soon too. But yeah, welcome back you guys. Drama has been happening. We did end up having several of our kits, several of our apprentices actually go ahead and age up, including like Speckletail and her lack of a tail. And then we've also got Blue Nettle, a playful female warrior who has low experience but a strong connection to StarClan. I didn't expect that. Oh my gosh, I wonder if we should actually add that into, whoops, sorry about that, into our clan quick guide somehow. In fact, I'm going to put that under the new miscellaneous section that we have got. So Blue Nettle, we're going to call her Star Touched. In fact, I might go ahead and I will replace that here. We're going to do this. I'm going to get a star emoji at some point, and we're going to put it next to a cat to note if they have a strong connection to StarClan, because maybe we will add that to our random generator that I'm going to make in the future for special events, that maybe Blue Nettle has been visited by somebody in StarClan and they want her to do something. So we'll mark that down, and maybe if she completes whatever StarClan wants her to do, she'll fulfill some sort of special requirement and something good might happen to the clan. That's very exciting. But as you guys can see, I have updated the quick guide, and I have also updated the story of Sun Moss Clan, which currently has a ton of you guys. Hi! Hanging out, even though it is very late at night my time, so that is some dedication from you, my friends. But I have gone ahead and I have updated this since like last episode, so that now we have a link to the medicine cat generators. I need to continue to link to the timeline of the years. We have links to the 2 generators. There will be more in the future because I'm coming up with more generator ideas that give you all sorts of herbs that you can go ahead and collect while searching for herbs, as well as any illnesses that cats might have if they go into the medicine cat's den. And then I meant to put in here, whoops, also in the miscellaneous resources, we have the Sun Moss Clan quick notes, which you can actually see the quick clan guide if you want, but it is probably always going to be a couple episodes at least, maybe more, depending on if I've had to do a bunch of pre-recording for some reason ahead. So do not look at this quick guide from the story of Sun Moss Clan unless you want to see spoilers. You can look today because you are currently caught up as of viewing the episode, but just FYI. But another thing I actually want to add in at some point in the near future is actually going to be, and I'll put it down, coming soon, fan art gallery. And then I'll put down, you can tag Siri on her Instagram, send her fan art through our Patreon Discord, or send fan mail to her PO box, or physically, or fan mail email at mailforsiri@gmail.com digitally. There we go. We've had a lot of great fan art starting to pop up. I wish I had remembered to save it in time for these cats. I cannot wait to find a way to kind of make a gallery. So I'm just going to have that little note there. But we have upgraded that. And I have upgraded the clan guide so that we are lined up currently with the current mentors and apprentices with the most skilled cats in the clans. Who is the current queen? Volhart. She has had even more kids the last couple episodes. Literally half of the clan is now Sedge Speckle and Volhart's children. Like, what? And we have this miscellaneous section, which is just going to tell us, like, Golden Paw, if you guys remember, and Golden Paw is actually now Golden Stripe, so I will change that name. But Golden Stripe has a +2 modifier, which means as long as he is alive, we always have to get 2 extra prey for him because he was wounded and we were not able to heal his wounds. They didn't get infected, but he did have permanent scars, which is quite sad. So anytime we have some interesting notes about a cat, like if they have a super special ability, like the connection to StarClan, I'll put it over here in the miscellaneous section. Speaking of Golden Stripe, our poor Golden Stripe, let's go take a little peek at how he's doing now that he's in the medicine cat den. He's got so many scars. He's got scars on his sides, scars on his ears. He's smart and troublesome. I have a feeling that he's napping right now. I have a feeling that his grudge against Hollypaw is going to be kind of intense, and I feel really bad for poor Hollypaw because Hollypaw doesn't even know that there is a grudge. We have a new section in our quick guide as well that lists like the current relationships, and if you guys, oh, let me go ahead and change this to he's now Golden Stripe. But if you guys remember, Golden Stripe really is jealous of Hollypaw because Golden Stripe just couldn't do anything right ever when he was out with his mentor Sedge Speckle, and he always kept tripping over his own paws or getting beat up by foxes or rogues, and to the point where he gave up on being a warrior and decided to become a medicine cat instead. And he has a deep rivalry with Hollypaw, who is now the only apprentice of Sedge Speckle. How is Hollypaw actually doing? Let's go ahead and check. Hollypaw, where are you? Hollypaw, okay, are you Hollypaw? That's Longpaw. All right, give me just a second. There's Hollypaw. Thinks they're going crazy. They're fierce, an adolescent male who is training under his father, Sedge Speckle, who is indeed the deputy. I wonder if Sedge Speckle might try training Hollypaw and the other apprentices a little bit harder because we're not getting as much experience as I hoped for. Like Blue Nettle's thinking about kids too. Oh my gosh, Speckleflint and Blue Nettle are suddenly just like, you know what would be great? Maybe finding a mate. They're both thinking about kits. Does that mean that they might end up having some sort of like competition over any of the available males? All right, we're gonna have to go ahead and dive into that in just a second. Last thing I wanted to note about our quick guide, just to kind of bring everybody up to snuff on our current stories that we have going on, is that with the current plots, we do have some serious plots that I think might start showing up either as generators or as new special events. I'm just a little tired from trying to like pull together all of these new pieces from this rapidly expanding story. So today I just kind of wanted to see if we can maybe have somewhat of a normal day with the cats, and we'll add more generators and we'll add more events in future episodes. However, I do think there might be a big power shift between Berry Star and Sedge Speckle because Berry Star has just not proved herself to be a very competent leader. And we're going to have to see whether or not Sedge Speckle decides that she's just not fit to lead and what might happen there. And also some of you guys have had some great ideas that we should have a random event generator that kind of like has a chance of Berry Star losing lives, and we should track how many lives Berry Star has because she has had that thought of came close to losing a life like 2 or 3 times. So I think that we could say she's kind of lost 2 or 3 of her lives, which would make sense because she has such low experience. And if that's the case, then we might actually be able to track how close she is to death or not, which I think is a very fun thing to be able to do with your leader. Also, because there have been so many frequent rogue attacks, there is a high likelihood, hint, 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 that pretty soon we are actually going to have rogues that we have to deal with somewhere in the nearby area. So just be aware that that's probably going to be showing up. And then finally, the last major plot that I kind of want to focus on for now. And again, this is hopefully going to be a simple day just because I'm kind of tired. Because we've done so much work. You guys wouldn't believe how many hundreds of words I've typed about Sunlost Clan today to catch everything up. But the last thing is that if we do not have Rookshade have kits by the end of Greenleaf, so by the end of summer, if it hits Leaffall and he doesn't have any kits to tie him to the clan, Rookshade's out of here. How's he doing today? Yeah, he thinks he's going crazy, so I feel like he's just really feeling not super happy. His mate is Lightear, but so far they haven't been able to have any kits. How's Lightear doing? She's hiding back here behind Sweetpaw. Sweet Patch is thinking about kits. Oh my gosh, everybody is suddenly thinking about kits. Are we gonna have a couple of the females end up fighting over the only available male? Berry Star is having a hard day. Oh yeah, yeah, she's constantly having a hard day. Sedge Speckle, however, is having a good day. I feel like Berry Star is always struggling because she just really knows that she isn't quite pulling things along like she wishes she could. Chestnut Stalk, who lost her mate Fog Speckle, is napping. Lightear is rethinking her life choices. Oh, I wonder if she maybe thinks that Rookshade isn't the best mate for her because she really wants to have kits and she still has not. Not with Light, not with Rookshade. Ash Shadow is organizing the herb stores. Pale Flame is feeling quite lazy right now. Volheart is acting suspicious. I wonder what she's up to. Yeah, Rookshade feels like he's going crazy in the camp. I don't think he's gonna stay if we don't have kits soon. Troutbird is visiting the medicine den. That's our female Troutbird. We might see if she ends up having a reason for visiting because it actually popped up and that's very rare. But I'll just make note of that because I want to see how many cats are going to be there when we actually have the official like medicine cat check. But we'll do that in a second. Golden Stripe napping in the medicine den. Blue Nettle and her sister Speckleflood both thinking about kits. Gullpaw is feeling kind of gloomy. Let's see. His mentor is Troutbird. So I wonder why Gullpaw is feeling gloomy. Moonpaw napping. Longpaw, whose mentor is Volheart, is feeling down. She's childish. I imagine she probably loves playing with the kits. That's going to be one of my new thoughts. Oh, and I'm going to make some like quick notes down here. I have been writing them down, but I think it'll be more fun for you guys if I actually type them out. So we're just going to really quickly note that Longpaw loves playing with kits. And her mentor, being Volheart, means she spends a lot of time with kits because Volheart has the most. But she's feeling kind of down today. Where is she currently like roaming around? Oh, maybe because she's hanging out with Chestnut Stalk. We'll go ahead and say that that might be why she's feeling kind of down. Yeah, Moonpaw is napping. Shadowpaw is feeling happy, and their mentor is Sweet Patch. So I think Shadowpaw is having a good time. Nightpaw is gathering a moss. Hollypaw thinks that he's going crazy. He's also... maybe Rookshade is kind of having an influence on him. I feel like he might look up to Rookshade and kind of be like, you're always sneaking off. My dad's the deputy, and it's really hard to live up to that. What are you doing? Sweet Patch is also thinking about kits. Scorch Kit, why are you having a hard day? Sky Kit is daydreaming. Flash Kit is daydreaming. I'm going to say that Sky Kit and Flash Kit like to make imaginary stories up today. Sky Kit and Flash Kit like to make imaginary... there we go. Stories up together. So maybe they'll grow up to be... Will they grow up to be close siblings? There we go. I think writing down the quick notes so you guys can see it is going to be better for everybody to remember them. And Jagged Kit is curious about other clan cats. Okay, so that's what's going on there. Let's take a quick peek at Star Clan. Let's see. The last cat to die, I think, was Sheepshade and Light. Light is watching over the clan. Sheepshade is worried about the clan. Do we have any words of wisdom from our other medicine cats who have died? Nope. Model Whisker is just thinking about their ancient ancestors. Reedfire, how you doing? Hoping Reedfire, you will always be remembered. Don't worry. Frostpelt, feeling lazy. And then, yeah, Gray Stripe. And then Fog Speckle is admiring the stars in their fur. People are being worried, or the cats are worried about the clan. Ooh, and Scorch Moth is thinking of advice to give to a medicine cat. Ooh, Blue Tail, worried about cats in the dark forest. Freckle wants to warn Blue Nettle. Huh. So I haven't been working... Oh, and dark forest stuff. Oh, dear. I haven't been working with Star Clan prompts yet, but that is on my list of, like, plots to consider doing. We'll get there eventually. But for now, let's go ahead and see if we're going to have any cats other than Troutbird in the medicine cat den. Oh, one of the kids! Flash Kit, why are you in the medicine cat den? I hope that everything is going okay. So we'll roll for 2 of the cats. Flash Kit, they are visiting, bitten by a venomous animal. They need 6 juniper berries to treat their wound. That's really serious. That's like death if we don't have that happen. Oh my gosh, do we have, oh my gosh, we literally have exactly 6 juniper berries. I remember when we got those juniper berries, I thought that was going to be like the world's worst thing. Like, what do we need all those for? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Flash Kit, you could have died. Oh, maybe it's because he was out playing with his sibling. Oh no. Sky Kit and Flash Kit were playing their imaginary games and wandered too close to the edge of camp. Flash Kit got bitten by a venomous snake. They were so near death, but Ash Shadow and Golden Stripe were able to use all the juniper, there we go, berries to keep them alive. Actually, I think this event gave Golden Stripe a sense of peace because he was able to save the life of a kit of his clan. Yay! I think Golden Stripe would actually feel really good about that. But I also think Volheart just had like a freaking heart attack. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that he lived. And meanwhile, let's go ahead and see, because we did have the prompt, why was Troutbird visiting the medicine cat den? Troutbird's visiting because they wanted advice about having kits. Oh my gosh, everybody wants to have kits. All right, with that in mind, let's go ahead. Troutbird is actually currently paired with Pale Flame. They're in a relationship. They don't have any offspring, but we do have it set so that same-sex couples can discover kits, so they can have kits together. I like to imagine that they could potentially adopt the kits from the kitty pets who live near clan territory and who often have their kittens taken away at birth by, like, the 2 legs. So I like to imagine that the clan cats in our world have a little bit of an open policy relationship with kitty pets who know that their kittens may be taken away and like something horrible happened to them at birth, to pass the kittens on to the clan cats. So that's considered okay. So hopefully they'll have kits. But then Blue Nettle here and Speckle Flood, they both have experience, but Speckle Flood is the better fighter. Blue Nettle is the one with the better connection to Star Clan. If they were going, there's only 2 cats that they could possibly have as mates. I'm gonna say that Blue Nettle is going to cozy up to Ash Shadow, who is a medicine cat. I don't think that's like against our world policy, but I will say it's kind of uncommon, we'll say. And then thankfully Speckle Flood is not going to have to fight her sister, because here we have Sweet Patch, who does want to be in a relationship as well. But literally everybody in the clan is thinking about kits, which is just so funny. So I need to note that almost every young female cat in the clan, Troutbird, Blue Nettle, and then, let's see, Troutbird, Blue Nettle. This is why you've got to be careful. And Speckle Flood and Speckle Flood are all thinking about kits and desperate to have some of their own. Oh my goodness. The sisters, Blue Nettle and Speckle Flood, almost get into a fight over the lone male Let's see, Sweet Patch, who is quite sweet, until Blue Nettle decides to try to secretly, we'll say like medicine cats can have kits, it's just really considered you want to keep it on the down low, decides to secretly slip away with Ash Shadow. All right, and Ash Shadow is a little bit of a rebel of a medicine cat anyway, because he had to kind of become medicine cat mildly against his will. But my goodness gracious, let's go ahead and start sending cats out on patrol, and we'll see if there's any more drama for the day. We need to gather 11 pieces of fresh kill, including a golden paws modifier. So I'm gonna send out, the only one who can't go out is Volflame. Let's send out our experienced cats to go ahead and try to gather some of the greatest amount of food. We're gonna send out Hollypaw with his dad. They came across a rogue. We're gonna remember there's a lot of rogues around. They drove off the rogue, yes! If that had been one of our special events, oh my gosh, if that had been one of our special events, that would have been really special. Oh no, Golden Paw's gonna be so jealous. You guys, we actually just gathered all the prey we needed for the day in one swoop with just these two cats. Sedge Speckle legitimately just brought back enough prey to feed the entire clan with Hollypaw, who still has really low experience, but think of how jealous Golden Stripe is going to be to wake up from his nap, look out, and Hollypaw, the like unscarred apprentice of Sedge Speckle, just comes back on one of his very first patrols with enough food to feed the whole clan. That's ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. So now we can let the cats go ahead and go out individually if we want them to. They could collect a lot more of the herbs, or they could just get more experience. So let's think about that, because they could run away from the battles if they needed to, since we don't need any more fresh kill today. I'm gonna send out Lightear, and we'll send her on patrol with her, let's see, Nightpaw, who is her apprentice, just because I like that pairing. We are going to go ahead and kind of note Sedge Speckle and Hollypaw are able to chase off a rogue and bring back enough prey to feed the entire clan in a single patrol. When Golden Stripe wakes up from his nap in the medicine cat den, he is so jealous he can hardly breathe. We'll have to expand on that in a little bit. But wow, okay, let's pop back up to mentors and apprentices. And yeah, we will add in, whoops, sorry about that. So Lightear and Nightpaw will go out together. Where is our little Nightpaw? There we go. So they'll go on a patrol. They came across a strange object that smells strongly of two legs. They interpret the purpose of the object and were able to go ahead and see what was found while they were searching for those herbs. Oh, they were able to hunt 5 pieces of fresh kill that we didn't need. Well, okay, I mean, if we like have an injury or a bellyache, like we have bonus fresh kill. Whoops, and I wasn't supposed to like roll that. Sorry about that. So that was okay. I kind of actually needed herbs this time though. Meanwhile, who else do we have? Berry Star and Moonpaw. And Berry Star has been fighting so much with Moonpaw. These two have so many issues when they go out on patrols together, but they just managed to catch their mouse. So hopefully that has increased some of their experience. And what did they find? They found no herbs, but enough fresh moss to help. Okay, we're literally like lining the fresh kill pile with extra food, with extra moss. But I think Ash Shadow is probably throwing up his paws in the medicine cat den like, what did I tell you? Cobwebs! Cobwebs! How can you not catch a cobweb? So let's try sending out more of the cats. Troutbird and Goldpaw will go out together. Troutbird suggests the patrol might be a chance for the apprentice to practice. And unfortunately, nobody in the patrol is good at teaching. Well, you know what? She tried. And what did they bring back? 6 catmint leaves! Okay, that's actually really good. So, Troutbird, I'm gonna kind of note that. Troutbird and Goldpaw were able to bring back 6 catmint leaves. That might save lives one day. And I've decided not to go ahead and get rid of all of the medicine every season because it's actually harder to collect the medicine than I thought. But I am going to create a random generator for every moon, and there is going to be a chance, an increased chance in a winter, which is leaf bare, that the herbs go bad. So there will always be a chance that just the herb stock will go bad, or the kits will get into the herbs and they will play with them and ruin them. So we won't keep the herb supply forever and ever, but it's just kind of useful to note. All right, let's see. Who do we have left? Whoops. For patrol. Well, Sweet Patch actually has Shadowpaw as his apprentice. So let's have Sweet Patch go out with Shadowpaw. They find a kitty pet who's interested in the clans. What? However, the description of clan life frightens the kitty pet. Well, we tried. What'd we find? 9 yarrow leaves! Okay, that is actually fantastic too. So now we have 9 yarrow leaves. This is proving to be like a fantastic day for just being able to get some of the essentials that we have needed for so long. Meanwhile, Rookshade, we'll send him out on patrol with, let's see, is Longpaw his apprentice? Let me double check. Oh, Rookshade doesn't have an apprentice right now. Volheart is actually Longpaw's apprentice. Oh, and I feel like Rookshade would want to go out on patrol. A scent of a fox! Oh, man, would he fight it? I don't think he, would he fight it? I think he would. He's depressed and frustrated. Fails to drive the fox away, but nobody was injured. Oh, he doesn't even have like a scar to prove it. Oh, I think that just made his emotions feel even more complicated. I don't think he wanted a scar, but I think he wanted a fight. And he wasn't even able to chase the fox away, so I feel like he's just going to be more frustrated. We did find 2 catmint leaves, though. Man, this is lucky. We normally can't do nearly this much of the herb collecting. And I actually think Longpaw is going to kind of sneak out on their own while Volheart is busy in the nursery. And they narrowly miss catching the mouse, but even though it's dangerous to send an apprentice out alone. Oh! And they were confronted by a rival clan? Oh, but I wonder if it was another apprentice. Oh, let's add that in as the drama. Okay. So Longpaw sneaks out while Volheart is busy in the nursery and meets a cat from a rival clan for the first time. Will they end up with a relationship? Okay, so we're just gonna note that they met. I think maybe they were curious about each other, as apprentices are, and we'll have to see if that ends up developing into something else. Speckle Flood and Blue Nettle and Pale Flame. Pale Flame, who is your apprentice? Do you have one right now? Oh, Pale Flame actually doesn't have an apprentice for a hot minute. All right, let's send her out on patrol. She meets Rose Clan, but nobody is hostile. However, everything turns awkward. But that does mean we can get more of the herbs. 5 cobwebs! Oh my gosh. We might actually be able to cure some scratches. I am so relieved. Blue Nettle, let's send you out. A loner who's interested in joining the clan. The patrol doesn't quite convince the loner to join the clan. Darn, I think that she was kind of thinking like, maybe another cat to choose from for a mate. She did find 5 juniper berries to replace our stores. This is fantastic. We have never been able to get so much before. And Speckle Flood will send you out, scent up a mouse, you catch the mouse, probably gain some great experience, and we can wrap up with 10. Oh my gosh, that's the maximum amount of yarrow leaves that you can possibly find at once. The odds of that are very low. Yay! Oh, I feel like our medicine cats are just gonna be so relieved now, you guys. Wow. Let's go ahead and wrap up the day. I think that Greenleaf is soon coming to an end. We need to see what kind of drama might happen. And it's leaf fall! Troutbird and Rookshade die of a contagious disease? Oh my gosh. And Blue Nettle just had a litter of 2 kits with Sweet Patch, I think. No, wait, Blue Nettle was, yeah. Oh my gosh! Not Troutbird! Oh, and Rookshade! After everything he's been through? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh, Troutbird and Rookshade die of a contagious disease. I mean, we won't have we won't have it spread at the moment, but I might up the odds. Increase odds for leaf fall of it spreading. So we'll see if we need to like add that into the random generator because of what just happened. And now we have some new kits, and Clover Kit is biting Fullheart's tail. Ah, that's so cute. And he's actually with the medicine cat. Yeah, Blue Nettle and the medicine cat Ash Shadow had this kit together. Oh my gosh. And they also had Eel Kit. So we have two little boys who have just been born, which is good because we had mostly females. But then we have left, oh my gosh, poor Lightyear is alone again. She has been trying and trying and trying to have a family of her own. And I mean, now Golden Stripe is the only cat who has not, like, who doesn't have a mate. And he's the medicine cat. And I feel like Lightyear is just like devastated, but we'll have to see. Like, wow. Wow. Okay, Troutbird, what do you think about that? Admiring the stars in your fur. I am so sad to lose her because she really was trying her best to keep Pale Flame company. Now Pale Flame is alone again. Like Rookshade, I think they were both surprised, but maybe the illness was so severe that they're relieved not to be in pain anymore. And now, like, here we have poor Pale Flame, like, on her own and guarding the camp entrance again. Well, we're gonna have to deal with the fallout of all of that next time. But alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you could, do please leave a like for our Sunmoss clan. And if you would like to join me on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, stay curious, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!